Hey guys, this is Roderick here, and today I'm going to be making honey mustard. So right here we have all the ingredients kind of just spread about. We've got white wine vinegar, mayonnaise, turmeric, which is going to be used to give it a more yellow color, honey mustard. And this is just a zesty honey mustard as the base. We got some Tabasco, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Alright, we're going to be mixing it today with a hand blender in this container here. And let's, of course, start with the vinegar. You want to start with the vinegar because that's going to keep things from sticking to the bottom too much. If you start with the mayo or the mustard, you're going to get too high of a concentration of that in the bottom. Okay, so that's it for vinegar. Let's see. By the looks of it, that's about 2 ounces or 50 milliliters, close to it. All right, next we're gonna want to add in a little bit of mayonnaise, probably. I think that should do it. That brings our total content to about 4 ounces total. We might change this, but I'm trying to keep some notes so I can write down this recipe a little easier. You don't want to add too much Tabasco, but that amount there should be pretty good. This is going to add a little kind of kick to it. I really like the way it turns out. Alright. So I got a half teaspoon measure here. .5 milliliters. And we're going to fill that level with salt and pepper. Again, this is a hand ground salt and pepper blend. There's a little more room in there, but that's probably plenty for now. All right, I'm going to add that in. I'm going to start with a 1/4 teaspoon or 1.25 milliliters of turmeric. When I know them, I'm going to try to give measurements in both global and United States measurements. All right, so same. We're going to go 1/4 teaspoon, 1.25 milliliter of garlic powder, level. All right, now here's another one that's kind of hard to measure. But this is the main ingredient here, so don't be too shy. Alright, and that brings our total content to about 6 ounces total, or 150 milliliters. Alright, so to start, we're going to take our blender, set it to the mid range, and we're going to start pulsing it. So I can already tell you it's a bit thinner than I meant, but that's the color we're looking for, so we don't need too much more seasoning. I'm going to add 2 more scoops of mayo. And probably the rest of this mustard. Brings us up to approximately 250 milliliters, which should be roughly about 10 ounces of content total so far. I'll drop that back in there, lock it up. Alright, looking at the viscosity of the bubbles and everything, I can already tell that's what I'm looking for. Alright, so what that establishes for sure is we want twice the volume of mustard and mayonnaise to vinegar. Now for the taste test. And if you hear a whistling in the background, that's my radiator going. There we go. And that might seem a little thin still, but that's going to happen. Once it chills, it's going to thicken up nicely, so you don't want to try to make it too thick when you're mixing it. Otherwise, it won't be able to pour at all.